Welcome to episode number 13 of his Madden 20 Green Bay Packers franchise series, and today we are playing the New Orleans Saints. We're 15-0, they're 12-3. We clinched the best record in the NFC, clinched the division. Saints, they clinched the playoffs, but, and by the way, the Packers will be the gold controller, and the Saints will be the blue controller, but the Vikings are 0-15, first of all. As you can see, only 3 teams on here, but you can see in the AFC, Browns, Colts, Steelers, Jets made it in the playoffs. Browns was the best record in the AFC. We won 52-3 in the Super Bowl 54 in Miami in episode 8 of this series. Jets clinched the division, but the Raiders, Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos are all 7-8 in the AFC West. Look, all 7-8 with a .467 winning percentage. That's gonna be tough. But also, if you look at the NFC West, see how the AFC West and the NFC West are weak divisions. We have 3 teams tied: Seahawks, 49ers, Rams, and the Cardinals. I mean, they win 9. I think they're out of it. It's 9-6-1 to, unless all they lose. Ooh, yeah, that's not gonna happen though, because the 49ers and the Seahawks play each other, so one's gonna win. If they never play each other, which in real life, week 16 and 17 you play division, for some reason in this game, playing the Saints. They're not in our division. The Rams are playing the Panthers in LA, and the 49ers are playing the Seahawks in Seattle. So the Cardinals are out, but like, if the Rams lose, the winner of the Seahawks and 49ers then will win the division. But if the Rams win, they might win the division no matter what happens in the 49ers and Seahawks game. I'm not exactly sure, but we're going to find out once what happens in this game, because we're the last game of the regular season. And 256, I think that's how many games they play in the regular season. But yeah, 8:20 p.m. Eastern Time, Lambeau Field, here we go. That's it, plus emulate training, play the full game, both controllers. I'll be broadcasting. I'm not going to do that for the playoffs, but for this game, because we already clinched the playoffs. They're in 85 overall, we're in 84, so they're higher by 1. So here we go. And I know for the last game of the regular season, I'm going to wear a color rush. Hopefully it's not the same color. They're the same color! They're the same color. Well, they're not. The Saints are not wear their current away uniforms, and we're gonna wear our colors uniforms because they're both white. So I have to. So the Saints are wearing their current away uniforms for their uniform, helmet, jersey, pants, socks, and shoes, and the Packers are wear their color rush uniforms for uniforms, helmet, jersey, pants, socks, and shoes. So here we go. Play call protein enhanced. Here we go. Sunday primetime. Sundays in white, primetime's in red. Here we go. Stay undefeated, 175 HP. Win by 3 or more points, 100 HP. Allowed 2 or fewer stats. I think that's at 125 HP. Adams, almost 2,000 receiving yards. 95 receptions, almost 2,000 receiving yards, and what, 50 touchdowns? Jones, well, Kamara has a lot less carries and rushing yards, but he has 2 more touchdowns.
Matching hundreds. Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from
Actually, no Monday Night Football in week 17. Last regular season game of the year.
And on the call, as always, Brandon Goddard and Charles Davis. Coach,
Thank you, Coach. We are here in Green Bay, Wisconsin at the legendary Lambeau Field for the last game of the regular season between the 12-3 New Orleans Saints and the 15-0 Green Bay Packers. The Packers 1 away from the perfect season, and they had a perfect season last year too. Vinny J, his regular season career, he is 30-0 plus the 3 playoff games, so really he's 33-0, and if he wins this game 34-0, there are 2 seasons, 2 16-0 seasons plus 3 playoff wins plus one in Super Bowl 52-3 over the Cleveland Browns, Super Bowl 54 in Miami last February. And he had 18 carries, 135 yards, 3 touchdowns, long run was 76 yards. As the Packers won the toss, let the 2 receive as here we go. Tampa Bay won 24-8 over Oakland, so that's now Oakland 7-9. I think they're out unless the other 4 teams lose. I didn't see who would play each other for that quadruple tie in the AFC West. And we're away. Week 17, last regular season game of the year. Here's Denzel Williams, the 3rd-string runner back, and he is up to the 26-yard line, 3 seconds into the first quarter. And the Packers will start, and that's where the Packers will start their first drive of the Week 17 game against the Saints. 4,312 passing yards, 52 touchdowns, and 16 interceptions. That's the 2020 stats. Super Bowl 55 is on, I don't know what date it is. I assume it's, I think it's, this year it was February 2nd, right? I think it's February 3rd, 2021. Super Bowl 55 in Tampa Bay. Here's the snap. Here's, oh my goodness. As Jones, pardon me, Rodgers finds standing on the other side of the field, 22 yards. As Cleveland ended up the season 13-3. Won 28-24 over the Cincinnati Bengals. Last year, I think they were 13-3 as well. And then they lost by 52-3 in the Super Bowl. And I did film it. And Madden, for some reason, when they show all these replays, this camera moves, like how the screen moves, so sorry about that if I don't notice it. I don't try to fix it, but it's during a plant, obviously I'm not going to fix it. Here we are, I'm still waiting for the scores of like the Seahawks and that 49ers thing. Here's the snap in the pocket. Throws it, it is caught! Jimmy Graham! To the 38, 35 yards in 2 plays. And 2 plays for the Packers, 2 first downs for the Packers. Right. And yeah, Philadelphia ended up 3-13. They lost 24-3 over the Redskins. Throws it! Caught by Davante Adams! 56 yards in 3 plays, and 3 plays, and another first down for the Packers. 3 plays for the Packers, 3 first downs. And it's even, 56 yards in 3 plays, and all of them resulted in a first down. Dallas won 28-0 over the Steelers. Steelers already made the playoffs, though. Here's the snap, and then we're done to win the division. They were just going to stay where they were. And here we go. Rodgers cannot throw it away. It's Alonzo. Arizona, or whatever Brian Don just said. The Patriots lost 42-23 over the Bills. Then they ended up, I think they ended the season 6-9. As Rodgers couldn't find anyone open, didn't even throw the ball away. And it's 7-20, 2 minutes into the game from the Saints. 4 plays for them. I mean, they have 3 first downs. Here's the snap. Infield goal range. Throws it. It's a row. And that was almost intercepted. But it's 3rd down and 20 now for the Packers. And let's meet the Packers offense. They've got Bakhtiari, Evan Jenkins, Torrey Lindsley, Watt, Teller, and Ryan Bulaga, Davante Adams, Jamal Williams, Aaron Jones, Jimmy Graham, and Stantlin. I can never say his first name. That wasn't tight all the way. Here we go. Here's a snap in the pocket. Look it. He might have him. He has him. And it's he dropped the ball. Rodgers 3 for 5, 56 yards. That was the Allison. Set in turn wide receiver behind Davante Adams, but the wide receiver in this play, had the ball and he was open. Hit him in the hands, but the hit jarred the ball out as he dropped it around the Saints 5-yard line. As they are in field goal range, but that's 5 plays, 3 first downs, and then here we go. The wind is 7 miles an hour, blowing in Crosby's face. A 44-yard field goal attempt from the right hash. 3:38 to go in the first quarter. The snap is good. Holds the kick is right down the middle, and it's 3-0 Packers with 3:33 to go in the first period. I mean, pardon me, 3:33 to go in the first quarter. I'm used to saying period from the Texas Star game last night. Three to go in the first quarter. 3-0 Packers. Falcons won 41-35 over the Bears. And then the Bears finished the season 7-9, I think. And I know the Falcons finished the year with 8-8. Exactly at 500 as Ish drives forward up to the 32-yard line. Tennessee and Jacksonville ended the year 8-8, and that's where the Saints will start their first drive of their Week 17 game against the Packers. And here's Jason Brissett. I believe Breeze is the backup quarterback. I believe Drew Brees is the backup quarterback for the Seahawks. Brissett, I didn't realize he's the Colts or was. I think he is the Colts quarterback. I think he's the backup, and obviously Andrew Luck retired. I mean, he's playing one of the best quarterbacks. And remember, you have great defense here as he's gonna throw it, blows up in the air, wide open. 26 yards in the Green Bay territory to the Packers 43-yard line. First down, New Orleans. Amos got the. And that was Rodgers' first throw. This is Brissett's first throw. 3 minutes into the game, as Kansas City won, ended up 8-8. New York ended up 7-8 and won. 7-8-1. Doesn't show the ties there. Here's a snap. Brissett rolls out, and he might have him in the end zone. He might have taken him down out of bounds, but the hit jarred it loose. And let's meet the Saints offense. There's the offensive line for the Saints, and they have Michael Thomas, Kamara, or you can see they have 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, and a tight end. And one of those tight end or one of those wide receivers is Michael Thomas, and one of those running backs is Kamara. That you didn't see it because the camera stopped right as the ball was snapped. But here's the Packers defense. It was incomplete. Dean Lowry, Teddy Clark, Montrezl Adams, Darius Smith, left outside linebacker, Orel Burks, and Lyle Scrimson as the middle linebackers, and then Preston Smith, the right outside linebacker. And the safeties have, or the secondary, Josh Johnson, Jamal Alexander as the cornerback, and Amos, I don't know his first name, and safety, and then I don't know if it's free safety or strong safety, and then Savage. Here's a snap in the pocket, and he is sacked on the Packers logo at midfield. It's the middle linebacker to their own 49-yard line. It's 4th and 18, and here comes the punt team for the Saints, and the Packers and the Vikings are 0-16. Lost 21-14 over the Lions. Trying the coffin corner kick, which you can't do in the XFL because then you get the 35. But here, it's NFL rules still. As that will go out at the 1-yard line with 2:04 to go in the first quarter. My word, what a kick! And the Packers start their second drive of their Week 17 game against the Saints at their own 1-yard line. And I don't know why they're huddling up at midfield. As you can see, the NFC playoff picture. Packers 15-0 clinch the playoffs. Saints 12-3 clinch the playoffs. Seahawks and Cowboys are the division leaders. Seahawks is the division leader for the AFC West, and the Cowboys are the division leader for the NFC East. As the Giants did win over the Cardinals. The Cardinals have finished 8-7-1. Here's the snap. As gotta watch the safety. And he is down in the end zone. Minute 59 to go, 40th tackle of the year for that Saints player, and it's 3-2, and the Saints get the ball back down by 1. As he was kind of... Remember, the flag goes out of bounds. I'm used to... that will... And... It bounces. They let it bounce. Picked up at the 15-yard line, and they did it back to their own 19-yard line with a minute 49 to go in the first quarter. And it's Seattle won 21-6 over the 49ers. It's a 10-6 though as a division leader, or did it say 11-5? But they're 11-5 now. 11-5. What about the Rams score? Here's the snap. Reset in the pocket, and he got it to 81, up to their own 38-yard line. First down. New Orleans is down by 1, 3-2. The Packers have a field goal on their first drive. On the second drive, a one-play safety at the start from their own 1. Rodgers got sacked in his own end zone. Here's a snap in the pocket. Brissett, he's kind of mobile, as he's just did what he can, and he gets about 5 yards instead of throwing away. Did what you can and send it down. Here's a snap, Brissett. And Thomas kind of burned him, but it was behind him, and Savage broke it up. Brissett 2 for 5, 46 yards, and it's third down and 5. Well, the Packers up 3-2. They have a field goal, and the Saints have a safety. Saints are defense. Here's the snap. Brissett throws it, and it is a first down. Thomas, way on the angle. 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Saints, and they have taken the lead. They have taken the lead. His 9th touchdown of the year, and they have taken penalty extra point. Should be a 10-point, or should be a 6-point lead. And it's too early, too early in the day to go for 2, as the wind's going with the stick. And they're going for the extra point. The snap is good. The hole is good. The snap is good. The hole is good. The extra point is right down the middle by Will Lutz. And it's 9-3 Saints. 4 plays, 82 yards, a minute and 15 seconds on. Brissett 2 for 3, 76 yards with the touchdown in that drive. They got the ball thanks to a safety. They got 2 points and the ball thanks to the safety, and then they went down and did a touchdown. They're up by 6 at 9-3. And that will go out of the back of the end zone, or hit the camera on the goalpost for a touchback. As the Packers 2 drives, field goal and safety. And then on that, the Saints got 2 points, plus the football went down and did a touchdown. Touchdown, extra point is in the lead. As he is down 2 straight plays. It's the same guy. It's 2nd sack of the game. And it's 2nd down and really long for the Packers. They don't have to run another play with 8 seconds to go in town. 2nd and 16 for Green Bay from their own 19. Last play of the first quarter. Bootleg. As it is gone! Devontae Adams to the 42 in the last play of the first quarter. One quarter of the score is Saints 3, Packers 3, or Saints 9, Packers 3. We'll take a break over at that. We're back to the 2nd quarter. The score is 9-3 Saints. Packers down at their own 42-yard line. Here's the snap. In the pocket, Rodgers sprints out of there. He might have it. Launches one. It is batted out of the hands of Devontae Adams. And it's incomplete. The Broncos won 21-13 over the Dolphins. Here we go, and here's Jones, got the edge, and he has 6 yards in the New Orleans territory. 3rd and 4 now. You might think about maybe going for it, but maybe not. But Big play for the Packers, down by 6, early second quarter. Rodgers got it, it's over the middle. First down, Green Bay to the Saints 33-yard line. Third reception for Devontae Adams, 3 receptions, 63 yards for Devontae Adams. I need it after you're a Packers fan, because if you ain't did that, you might be trying to give the ball back to the Saints. If I did that 0-12, Lions at 4-0-16, I meant. As Rodgers, he got without the pocket, the ball right back to the line, threw it away. It's 5 for 9, 98 yards, and he's only down by 6 with 4:37 to go in the second quarter. Time for the perfect season. Here's the snap. And he got it away before he was in, and it's caught! Stanley, he is in! Touchdown, Green Bay! And this game is tied, and they can take the lead, and then within an extra point, taking the lead. 10th touchdown of the year, and then within an extra point of time this game. Or pardon me, they're within an extra point of taking the lead. A snap is good, holds the kick is good, and LA lost. 24-21, I think Seattle took the division. Yes, 7 plays, 75 yards, 2 minutes and 3 seconds on Rodgers. 3 for 6, 73 yards with a touchdown pass on that drive. And I think Seattle took the division because they're 11-5, and the 49ers and the Rams are 10-6, and that will hit the camera on the goalpost for a touchback. Because the wind changed, because they switched directions after every quarter. Now, 4:31 to go in the second quarter. The Saints suited the ball, starts second half, down 10-9. Here's the snap, in the pocket, throws it, it is caught up to their own 40, 15 yards. They're gonna hurry it up here. Brissett 4 for 7, 118 yards and a touchdown pass. Here's the snap. Play action. To blocking. Brissett escapes. As he can't outrun the Packers, and no one was open, so he just throws the ball away. 4:02 to go. It is 7 down and 10 from their own 40. Saints suited the ball, starts second half. Here's the snap. Brissett throws it. Open is that's Smith. And the Green Bay territory, the Green Bay 41, first down New Orleans. Here's the snap. Brissett. And that's a dangerous throw, and it's incomplete. It was thrown to Thomas, 3:36 to go. It's 10 down and 10. It's a Daytona 500. I think Donald Trump's supposed to be there. Cowboys on 10-6. Here's the snap. In the pocket. I think they won the division. I think so. And here's Brissett. And there's and he is down. Loss of a yard. Alexander a half a sack. I believe someone else got the other half. It's 3rd and 11. With 3 minutes to go. And here's the snap. In the pocket, Brissett. Throws it. It is gone. Breaks a tackle. Stays in bounds to the Packers 13. No huddle, 12-second runoff with 2:35 to go. Here's the snap. Fakes one throw. Now throws it. It is caught. Short of the first down. I believe it's going to be, it's 2nd and 2 from the 4. As now they're not going to hurry up. As they might do one more play for a 2-minute warning. I don't know. They are doing it. Throws it to the end zone. And it's gone out of bounds. We're at the 2-minute warning. The scores: Packers 10, Saints 9. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're back as it's 3rd and 2 now. They can't get their first down at the 2-yard line. It's really Here's the snap. Throws it. It is batted away. And it's 4th and 2. And here comes the funeral unit for the Saints trying to take the lead. And they also do the ball, so it's 7.5. With 1:58 to go in this first half. 21-yard field goal attempt. The win is 7 miles per hour blown in Will Lutz's face from the left hash. The snap is good. The hole set. Kick is drilled by Will Lutz, and the Saints take the lead by 2 at 12-10. They have a touchdown. The Saints have a touchdown, extra point, safety, and a field goal. And the Packers have a touchdown, extra point, and a field goal. Minute 54 to go in the first half as Will Lutz rotated away after he made the 21-yard field goal. Actually, I think it wasn't Will Lutz. It was the Saints punter who kicked it off from the 30. That's the third string runner back. As minute 50 to go in the first half, it's 12-10 Saints. Yeah, he has 2,000 yards on the season. I believe Michael Thomas is near 1,000 yards, I believe. The Chargers ended up 8-8. Colts ended up 9-6. 9-6-1. Here's Rodgers. Rodgers is about 4. Stays in bounds. 90 seconds to go and count. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Here's Rodgers. Throws it! And it's caught! Devontae! To their own 46. Hurry up. Rodgers 7 for 11, 144 yards, 1 touchdown. As now his motion. A minute to go. Here's the snap. Rodgers trying to lead the Packers in the field goal range. Ordered a touchdown. As throws it! 1-on-1! And it's popped up in the air, incomplete. 52 seconds to go. It's 7 down and 10. 52 seconds to go in the first half. Packers 7 and 10 from their own 46. Here's the snap. In the pocket. Looking. And it is Scott Allison gets out of bounds. And they're on the edge of field goal range. A win is going with them here in the second quarter. Here's the snap. And 1-on-1! God dropped him! By the way, the Rams and the 49ers still might make the playoffs by the wild card team, but I don't know if one might, but I doubt both will. The Steelers, that's the AFC, they could both make it, but it might be neither of them, or it might be one of them. I don't know. They have the same record as a tiebreaker. One could be a wild card team. Or it could be both. Here's the snap. In the pocket. And it is all the hit, not the pressure made inaccurate. It's third down. He had him open. The defender was like 5 yards away from him. From the 36, edge of field goal range, 38 seconds to go. Packers trying to take the lead. Throws it! It's caught! Devontae! That was such a bad voice threat, and the Packers call their first timeout. With 33 seconds to go to the Saints 22. Here's the snap. And the pocket. Undercut it! It's intercepted! It's intercepted! And he is down at their own 15 with 26 seconds to go. He undercut that. Undercut the route. And now from the 15 of all 3 timeouts that they are in field range. Here's Brissett trying to get his team. And he is down! And the Packers call a timeout, but they only have 1 left. And now they're at their own 9, so really you have to drive them. Here's the snap. Make sure you don't take a safety or throw a pick or just throw it to Thomas. Now the Saints call a timeout with 12 seconds to go on the 33. So they basically need like 30 yards to have a chance for a field goal. The win is it going? I think it's going against them. I think the wind's going against them because, yeah, it's going against them. So really, if it was going with them, maybe you can hit a 50. I don't know if you can hit a 50-yarder though. And now, really, all for nothing. is incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33 to 6 seconds to go. And now this might be the last play of the first half. Saints do this ball, starts 7.5. Here's the snap in the pocket, and he's open. It is incomplete as the clock shows zeros. As he looks for a flat, sees none, and the half's over. We're at halftime. The score is Saints 12, Packers 10. Let's send you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was definitely a
home of the Tampa Bay Vipers, SFL team.
24-8, the final score. From there, we fly north to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Baker Mayfield, another strong performance as his guys claim victory number 13 on the year. Lastly, let's check on the final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
What did you say?
In our game is Jacoby Brissett, who's led the way on offense in the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gott. All right, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. The Saints did it. The ball starts 7.5. And the win is going with the Packers. And that will hit the camera on the goal post for a touchback. They did the ball up by a touchdown at PAT to make it a two-score game. And they're going to throw it! And it's caught! Thomas blocked in front of him! And he's down to the Packers 40. Brissett, 9 for 18, 233 yards and a touchdown pass. 35 yards on their first play from scrimmage in the second half. Here we go. Trying to wide open, it's Thomas! And in 2 plays, they're inside the red zone of the Packers 17. Third reception. Here's the snap for Brissett. Trying to make it a two-score. Wide open! It's 81 and the Saints have made it with a PAT to make it a two-score game as this crowd is silenced here in Green Bay as the Saints to make the Saints to make it a two-score game with a PAT. And 4:51 to go in the third quarter. If he makes this, it's a two-score game. The snap is good. The hole to the kick is right down the middle, and it's a two-score game. And the Saints lead by 19 to 10. Packers need a touchdown here, or something that makes it a two-score game. Here's the return from the 4. And trying to spark something, and he is up to the 34-yard line with 4:46 to go in the third quarter. Yeah, Giants finished the year 8-6-2, and the Cardinals finished the year 9-6-1. Packers looking for a perfect season. Saints trying to go 13-3 like they did the last 2 years in real life. So really 3 straight years. Or really, I don't know if they went 13-3 last year. But here's the snap. Trying to do something productive. As he is sacked! Sacked! It's Henderson. Loss of 7 on the play. And sent it down. And by the way, if the Saints lose and the Panthers win, which the Saints lose this game, Panthers and the Saints would be 12-4. So if the Panthers have a chance at the division. If the Saints lose, then they would be tied, and if the Panthers have the tiebreaker. Here's the snap. In the pocket. Looked it. And what a play! And he is close to first down yardage. And they're all saying first down. Green Bay. 6 receptions, 108 yards for Devontae Adams. He has over 100 receiving yards through 2.5 quarters. Here's the snap. And Rodgers, there he goes! And he dives down at the 41 of the Saints. I think that was 2 rushes, 19 yards. That rush, I believe, was 15 yards. And it's a first down for Green Bay once again. 2 straight plays. Here's the snap. And it is batted down at the line of scrimmage. .303 to go in the third quarter. The Packers on the edge of field goal range. Remember, the wind is in, going with them. 7 miles per hour going with them in the third quarter. We'll be going against them in the fourth quarter. Here's the snap. In the pocket. He's going to throw it to Graham! Or Allison, pardon me. First down to the Saints 25. Here's the snap. In the pocket. Adams open, and he is down to the 5. 20 yards, first and goal. Steelers ended the season 8-7-1. There he clinched the playoffs. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 19-10 Saints. Well, really even a field goal makes it a 1-score. Trying for a touchdown now. The Packers. He is down. Rodgers is sacked. Loss of 9. It's set to over in the 14. Yeah, the Patriots ended the year 10-6. Same thing for the Bills. Patriots 10-6. I mean, the Buffalo Bills and the Patriots ended the Bills and the Patriots ended the season 6-10. I may have said 10-6, but okay. Here we go. He's gonna throw it, and it's good. Oh, the deflection! It's I don't know who 18 is. It's Johnson. I believe the guy I traded for. Yeah, the guy I traded for from the Steelers. Off the deflection as it hit the hands of 82. I believe that's then it hit the hands of the second string tight end or the third string tight end, and then it went into the arms of the receiver. Oh, my word! And it's a 1-score game. Trying to make it a 2-point game here. Snap is good. The whole tick is right down the middle, and the Packers have cut the Saints lead to 2 at 19-17. The difference in the game is that safety. Minute 22 to go in the third quarter. It's 19-17 Saints. Difference in if there wasn't that safety, we'd be tied right now. But because there is, the Saints still have a 2-point lead. And here's a kick, by the Packers punter, J.K. Scott, and that will hit off. Well, it hit the camera on top of the goalpost again. Here's the snap. In the pocket for Brissett. Under pressure. And he is sad. Nowhere to find. Lost assist. His second sack of the game. The middle linebacker, one of the two. 5 sacks for the Saints. 4 for the Packers. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Here's the snap. Throws it. And it's, undercut the route. And it's gone. I think that's Savage or Alexander and the Packers pick 6 and they have retaken the lead, or really taken, and the Packers have retaken the lead, or really taken the lead for the first time since they taken the 3-0 lead in the first quarter. Justin Lane, I believe the guy that we picked up from the Steelers. It might be the guy that we got from the Steelers in the trade. It might not for 10-10, or it might have been we might have got him from the Steelers via trade, or it might he might be the second. I think it was. As it's now 24, the Panthers are up by 6 now. As the Saints will have another chance with 43 seconds to go in the third quarter, but now they're down. That 14 answer points for the Panthers. They were up 19-10, now they're down 24-19, and that will hit the camera on top of the goalpost for a touchback. And the Panthers were down. The Panthers were down. The Saints were up 19-10. Now they're down 24-19. Here's the snap. Here we go. Here's Brissett. No one there as he will go out of bounds at the 50. 25 yards from Brissett. First down, New Orleans. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter and count. 24-19 Panthers over the Saints. Here's the snap. And Brissett avoided someone, and Brissett was able to get a yard. And we're down with the three quarters of score is Panthers 24, Saints 19. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Panthers scored 14 points in the third quarter. Saints scored 7. The Panthers are up. As that was not a set. He actually got 2 yards out of that. So he avoided the diving Panthers defender. Here's the snap. Play action. As he throws it, and it's caught. And he has the first down. To the Panthers 37-yard line. First down, New Orleans.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's the snap. Rolls out right. Throws it. It is almost intercepted. 5:36 to go in the fourth quarter, and the Saints regain possession of the ball. Because if they don't, then even a field goal makes it a 2-score game. To put the game away. Here's the snap. Play action. That's a tight window, and it's not the way. It's third down and 10. They're on the edge of field goal range, but the wind is going with them here. Here's the snap. Here's the blitz, and no! He is sacked. It's Josh Jansen on the corner blitz. The cornerback sits the start of the season, but Brissett. It's 63-yard field goal, and really, if you don't get this, you're giving the ball on the other side of the field. Are going for the field goal. They don't have a field goal defense out there for the Packers. Will Lutz for the Packers 47, and he nailed it from 63. Top 1 yard away from the NFL record from their own 47. He kicked that, and he got it, and he 1 yard away from the NFL record, and it's a 2-point game. My word, what a kick! What a kick! And pardon me, by the way, they were down by 5, not 6. So the Saints were down by 5 at 24-19. Now the Saints are only down by 2 at 24-22. What a kick! Will Lutz, that could have been an NFL record, maybe. And the thing to really, if there's no wind or the wind on the density, that one would be a good kick. As that will hit the camera on the goalpost for a touchback. So the Panthers take over up by 2 at 24-22 with 4:55 to go in the game. Trying to choose and plot. If you did a touchdown at PAT, it's 2-score game, and that probably puts the game away. Field goal, that's a 1-score game, but you force the Saints, they need a touchdown. If you did nothing here, the Saints only need a field goal. Here's the snap. In the pocket. Gotta watch the throw! It is almost intercepted! Rodgers, 13 for 23, 243 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. As the Panthers are up by 2 at 24-22. Rodgers in the zone. Here's the snap. Rodgers literally did a drive going. And Rodgers is set! Tammon Jordan! Loss of 6 sacks for the Saints, 5 for the Packers. It's 3rd and 18. As the Packers, if you're the Packers, you cannot go 3 and out, but you are going to unless you can get 18 yards here. 4:20 to go is, I mean, if you don't get a field goal here, the Saints only need a field goal. If you did touchdown, then it's probably over. Here's the snap. In the pocket. And it's shot, cut short, but he's got it! Scanlon! First down, Green Bay, got about 20 yards. 19 yards on 3rd and 18, and the Packers get the first down. 19 yards on 3rd and 18, and they didn't shoot them. Both teams have all 3 turnovers. Here's the snap. Rodgers. And it's caught, but he went out of bounds, so the clock stops. It is complete. First down once again. But the clock will not restart until the next snap, which is unfortunate, but at least another first down. Both teams have all 3 timeouts, plus a 2-minute warning. As they're at their own 49. Here's the snap, almost in field goal range. Rodgers! Got it! Davante Adams! But he went out of bounds again. Rodgers 298 passing yards. 23-yard reception from Davante Adams, but now it's 2 straight plays where they went like 10 seconds. You could shoot maybe a minute. We could be at the 2-minute warning or close to it if they didn't go out of bounds. They're in field goal range. Linden for the win! Touchdown! Probably put the game away. That's almost intercepted. So now, I mean, that's 2 plays you went out of bounds. Now it's incomplete. I mean, I did a field goal. It still makes it. Gives the Saints a chance. 3:28 to go. As the Packers, you would think they'll run the ball, maybe force the Saints to call a timeout, but there's still 3:28 to go. Oh, Daniel, listen to me, and he did 1 yard. He has 207 yards as the defense was there to stop it. And now working some clock. Under 3 minutes to go. As Graham open, this time he stays in bounds to the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. That's the touchdown. Probably puts the game away. Graham, 2 receptions, 38 yards. And here we go, and he is down to the 5. And the Saints call it first time, because if they didn't, the Packers would have tried to bring it down a 2-minute warning. They have 2 left, 2nd and goal from the 5. They have 2 timeouts plus a 2-minute warning. I mean, it's 5. They're 5 yards away from making a 2-score and a PAT from making a 2-score game. Here we go. Here's Jones, and it's in! Touchdown, Green Bay! And if they can get the extra point, they'll be up by 2 scores. Snap is good. Holds the kick is right down the middle, and they're up by 9 at 31-22. 10 plays, 76 yards, 2 minutes and 35 seconds long. 2:20 to go. Saints have 2 timeouts plus a 2-minute warning. You need a field goal and then a touchdown, or really easy way, field goal, touchdown, an extra point, obviously. You know, you're trying to get something sparked as he gets up to their own 32-yard line with 2:16 to go in the 4th quarter. The Saints, they already put. I don't know. If they lose this game, they could lose. They clinch the playoffs regardless. But the Panthers clinch the division. But if the Saints lose, they might not win the division. Here's a snap. They'll be tied with the Panthers. I'm not sure who has a tiebreaker. As Brissett wide open at the 45 as they're almost in field goal range. Wind is going with them. 2-minute warning, and the Packers are up by 9 at 31-22. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. As you're almost in field goal range. I mean, You did a 63, but really one play you got in a field goal on to make it a one-score game. Here's the snap. Brissett is gonna waste some time, but he gets out of bounds to the 42. It's setting down in 7. As he did get out of bounds, following on his on one snap, trying to save those timeouts. And then it's caught! Somehow it's caught to the 30, and now you should. And here goes the field goal unit, as it's a 47-yard field goal. From the left hash, 47 yards, and the kick is good, and it's a one-score game, and they've cut the Panthers lead to 6 at 31-25. And now they need an onside kick.
I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up. Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts, but without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So
and here's the kick by the punter, and it's recovered by Scanlon at the Saints' 43-yard line, and they're on the edge of field goal. The wind is against the Panthers. So really, only the Seattle Dragons now. That's the Bell team. Here we go. And remember, and here's Jones! And the Saints call their second timeout, but remember, they don't have that third. They called it when the Panthers, right, the play before they got a touchdown. But remember, they couldn't chew a lot of clock. Here's the run. Remember, first down ends it as Jones is bottled up. Saints call their final timeout. 72 seconds to go. But remember, they don't have that third timeout. It's third down right now. Remember, first down here ends the game, and that means the Panthers have a perfect season. Here we go. They're running it once again. Jones is blown up. But remember, the clock. 4th and 5 from the Saints' 39-yard line. So 3 plays for the Panthers, got 5 yards. All running plays by Aaron Jones. It's 56 yards, but the wind's against them. They're going for a field goal. Yeah, it's not going to work. And it's not going to go because of the wind. The wind's 7 miles an hour blowing in the face of Crosby, but they're play clock running down. And the Panthers call a timeout with 30 seconds to go as they call a timeout with 1 second on the play clock. As they're going to have to punt because they can't kick it. They have 2 timeouts left, but now JT's shot trying to pin the Saints bat deep. They're out of timeouts and they're only going to have like 20 seconds. And that will, 25 seconds, start from their own 6. So really they have to go 94 yards in 25 seconds out of timeouts. Out of timeouts, gotta go 96 yards. Or 94 yards. 94 yards, 25 seconds, no timeouts. And that is caught! Caught! But to the 33 as they gotta spike it. As they do spike it with 6 seconds to go. There was a no out on 11-second runoff. And now it's up to a Hail Mary. But really not in Hail Mary range. That's around the 50. And they do have 3 safeties back. Hail Mary defense for the Packers. Here we go. Here's the snap. Brissett, last play of the game, wants to foul on the Packers. Up in the air, and the ball is incomplete. The Packers have gone 16-0 for the 2nd straight year. And Vinny J. Total has gone 30-0. 33-0. 16. And I might say at the beginning where he was 31-0. Actually, in the regular season.
Run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever.
And the 19 Packers.
The week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. But more importantly, they'll get a week to rest as they've earned a first-round bye in this year's playoffs. I'm Brandon Gordon. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
So apparently, they had a tiebreaker over the Panthers because they're both 12-4. So I guess they did win the division. Panthers are a wild card team, or they didn't make the playoffs, but I assume they will. As they did win it. But yeah, Rodgers had 2 touchdowns, 317 passing yards. Brissett 347 passing yards, 2 touchdowns. Not bad at all. And usually we don't have to make a menu. Well, usually I'm not filming this, but I don't know how long this is, but I'm gonna upgrade all these players. One's J.K. Scott. We're all see the awards as Joe Johnson won. The Saints even can be an absolute nightmare with Jordan come off the edge, but hey, we got the victory. 500 plus 500 XP for entire offensive line. Yeah, I think 1 sack. And Ronaldo, and that's sweet wild card, and you don't see all the stats. I'm not obviously see what the wild card teams. You don't see who we're playing. Usually I don't film this, but film it today. And as so, well, whoa, Rams didn't make it. Chargers made it. So Broncos, pardon me. Browns clinched the best record in the AFC. Steelers still, well, we already knew that. AFC South, Colts won the division. No one else made it. Jets won the division. No one else made it. West. Looks like what happened was I believe the Chargers, Chiefs, Broncos all won, but Broncos didn't have the tiebreaker over the Chargers and Chiefs. So the Chargers ended up winning the division, and the Chiefs, one of the wild card teams. Broncos didn't make it, and the Raiders lost. NFC North, only one team made it. We clinched the best record in the NFC. Number 1 seed. The Panthers! Brandon Gunn was so wrong. They don't get to buy the Saints. Lost and the Panthers won. The Panthers had the tiebreaker. So the Panthers, I don't know if they have a first round bye, but they won the division. Cowboys won the division 10-6 like they did 2018 season. Yeah. Rams. Oops, sorry guys. I actually hit the circle, the back button. But Seahawks won against the 49ers. The 49ers still made the playoffs, but the Rams lost against the Panthers. The Rams are out. The 49ers had the tiebreaker over the Rams. Seahawks won the NFC West, and the 49ers are a wild card team. The NFL, well, we're not done with AFC. Browns number 1 seed. Colts 2. Yeah, because it's not a Browns is the only team in the AFC that has 10 wins or more. Steelers, oh no. Well, really, it's out of order, but really 1, 2, 3. The Jets are way down here. It's because they won the division, but really, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the Chiefs are 6. The NFC, well, obviously Packers number 1, Panthers 2, so they'd have to bye too. Saints 3, like they were the last 2 years in real life. Seahawks 4. Well, no. Saints were not 3. I thought it were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 49ers 6. And the Rams, the 49ers had the tiebreaker over the Rams. So now we're gonna look at the schedule for the playoff game, or playoff schedule, and you'll see who we're gonna play. Chargers at Chiefs at 1 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. I don't know what Saturday is setting, but Sunday at 4:30. 49ers at Seahawks rematch of literally the Week 17 game. That's 3 and 6. So looks like the Chiefs. The 2 games on Sunday are 3 and 6. 3 and 6 in the AFC and the NFC, and then the 4 and 5 on Sunday. Saturday at 4:30, or on Sunday it's 3 and 6 for the NFC and the AFC, and on Saturday it's 4 and 5 for the AFC and the NFC. You can see 1 and 4:30 Eastern time for both of those on Sunday, and then 4:30 and 8 both Eastern time on Saturday. This clip's not the end, but we're gonna sim to the divisional championship. I don't know what it tells us the divisional championship. Really, the divisional round, divisional weekend. And we are playing the San Francisco 49ers. 6th seed playing the 1, and yeah, the lowest seed remaining plays the number 1 seed, and the highest seed remaining plays the number 2 seed. So we already saw that, but let's go into the schedule. As I kind of gotta hurry because the clip will end in about 2 minutes, and the math. As Chargers won 30-24 over the Chiefs. 49ers won. That rematch because they lost 21-6 in Week 16. Won 34-31. As did it go to overtime? No. And this game I understand it went to. No, it didn't go to overtime. And then Jets won 27-17 over the Steelers. Jets going to the divisional round. Cowboys on 35-14 over the Saints. So now it's the Jets at Browns at Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. 49ers at Packers at Sunday 4:30 p.m. Eastern. So last game of the divisional weekend. And at Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern. Chargers at Colts, and then on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern, Cowboys at Panthers. Well, that's I'm gonna do the next episode, the Week 17 career mode and face the franchise, and then I'll do the wild card game for franchise, career mode, and face the franchise, and then do the if we say we win the Super Bowl, the NFC Championship game, and the Super Bowl and franchise, and then do that for career mode and face the franchise. Okay, so ourselves and no board Jets episode. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell all your friends. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm gonna see you episode number 14 of his Green Bay Packers Madden 20 franchise series. See you in episode number 14, which will be the divisional round playoff game for the Packers against the 49ers at Lambeau Field. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time, and eat a lot of bacon.